Yo, what's up, guys? So we all know PvP in Season of Discovery is in a pretty bad spot right now. The meta is extremely bursty, the balance between casters and melee is very off in my opinion. As a melee player, you have to run to your target. A lot of the time you'll lose half your health or just die to casters before you even get to them in a matter of just a few seconds. Don't get me wrong, something like a good melee hunter or shaman can burst someone down, but the balance just doesn't feel right. It just feels very off, and we don't really have that like vanilla WoW PvP chess style combat that we all know and love, where you're trying to read your opponent and counterplay off of them. There's none of that. It's just a DPS race on who can do the most damage to the other person in a matter of like 1 to 2, maybe 3 to 5 seconds at most if someone gets a heal off. But it's just not like vanilla WoW PvP, and we need it to feel more like that. So Blizzard has addressed the Season of Discovery PvP issue, and we're going to go over that blue post today. This post was made on April 23rd, 2024. It is currently April 25th, 2024 on Thursday, and this update is going live tomorrow on Friday, April 26th at approximately 10 a.m. Let's hop right into it. Hello, classic PvPers. This coming weekend, we will test an adjustment to player versus player combat in Season of Discovery. We will implement a global damage reduction aura on PvP combat between players and player-controlled pets and other units. So they are basically adding a flat resilience buff into the game for PvP-specific damage. Because the burst is so high, I think this is one of the better options they can implement in. I don't think adding more health to players would solve any problems. I've heard people mention that before. I do think reducing damage is overall the best option. Now it's just how much damage reduction will be applied, and you have to account for things like armor. Melee players have to swing into armor, whereas casters have little to no resistances against their casts. I feel like casters are still going to be hitting much harder, but we will see how this ends up going in the test run. When we started Season of Discovery, we knew that PvP would become significantly more fast-paced and bursty, with each class being capable of significantly more damage output, and this quickly proved to be true. We experimented with a damage reduction aura in Battlegrounds during Phase 1, but it didn't work as well as we hoped, mostly because healing was scaling more aggressively than damage at that point, causing healing classes to become significantly more oppressive in Battlegrounds than they normally would be. Now that we're in Phase 3, we've made many changes and added more runes, and burst damage has significantly outpaced healing output, so we feel that it's a good time to try this again. I do think burst damage is important in Season of Discovery. People play vanilla PvP for a reason. The time to kill is fast, but at the same time, there's a lot of dynamic to the PvP. With things like grenades, engineering, and utilizing your class toolkit to outplay other classes. They need to find that sweet spot where it's bursty, but not too bursty, but it also doesn't feel like retail PvP where people just aren't dying and it takes forever to kill people, because that's just not fun. That's why classic players play classic PvP and not retail PvP. Damage scaling and its impact on PvP has always been a concern in World of Warcraft. Even since original WoW, various systems have been introduced to counteract this to varying levels of success, but ultimately it always comes down to the fact that player damage outscales player health at a base level, and an adjustment is needed for combat between players to continue to feel satisfying as player power increases. We've been hesitant to introduce this as a permanent feature, and we prefer to give it a trial run this weekend to get an idea of how it feels before we take further steps. Please note, this aura will affect all areas of the game world, not just Battlegrounds. That does make a lot of sense. I mean, look at every expansion after vanilla. They all have some sort of damage reduction, and it helps the balance of the game for PvP. I think that there's way too much damage in Season of Discovery right now, and I really think resilience of some sort is the answer. And I don't really like the idea of resilience on gear in vanilla WoW, so I think making it some sort of aura or player versus player damage is the way to go, so they don't really have to fuck with the gear too much. I think that's probably the way to go for balancing. And I don't think it'll really feel that bad. We'll see how it feels, but I think it'll actually make the game better, honestly, overall. We encourage you to get out into the world or in Battlegrounds and PvP this weekend, and let us know how it feels. We're prepared to do some tuning to make it the most effective, so your feedback will be very helpful. We currently plan to enable the aura on all Season of Discovery realms on Friday, April 26th at approximately 10 a.m. and it will be disabled 4 days later, so that Tuesday I believe, during scheduled weekly maintenance in each region. We look forward to your feedback. Thank you. It's honestly nice to see Blizzard actually kind of take some time to like look at PvP and hopefully balance it a little bit, because like I literally only play this game for the PvP. I love the world PvP. I just love the vanilla WoW PvP in general. It's just really fun to me. So I really hope that they are able to fix it and make it better, because the PvP scene is like kind of taking a hit right now. A lot of people just aren't playing because the PvP is so bad. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing all this weekend. Probably going to be streaming it tomorrow, which will be Friday. But yeah, it's going to be sick. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. Comment down below and tell me your thoughts on the new PvP damage reduction tests that they're doing. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got for the video. Peace.